Hello, everybody. This is Wellington Nidza from Computer Science Zimbabwe, and this is Python programming. And we've had a quite interesting journey learning from the basics of Python, the input function, and the data structures in OOP. And now we want to look at Python frameworks. So we'll be looking at Django, which is a Python framework which is used to you can build some web applications, some APIs, RESTful APIs, and it is very interesting. And in this lecture, we'll be looking at that. So Django is very simple and straightforward. So let's just start. So for you to install Django, already I have installed Django in my machine. But if you want to install Django, you can just run this command on your command line. Python -m pip install Django. So if you run this, and your Django will be installed, and your Django will be stored, and you are good to go. So though we are not be focusing much more on installing the Django, but since I have it on my machine, and also you have to take note of the versions that you want to install. So now, when you want to start a project, or to maybe to run after you successfully install your Python, maybe to run your Django, you can just say Python manage.py run saver. That is it. But without wasting much of our time, because we want to do code, because practice make perfect. So I'm going to create a new project. This project, I'm going to call it let's say just call it my first Django project. Okay, so to create a project, you run Python -m Django start project, and put the project name. So the project name that I want to do is what can we call it? Can you just say application? Just an application, right? So, and okay, my Python was Python -m Django project, start project application. So like this. So now my project has been created. So to go to that folder, to open that, you can just say code application to open this folder. So it is open. So let me just maximize it. So this is the my application, the application that I've installed. So this is what happens when you install, when you start the project. It brings you these files. So I'm going to explain each and every file in this application. So these settings contains the settings of our application. That is the application that has been installed, and these URLs contain the URLs of the application, and this manage PY is for us to be able to run the application. And also these these are not quite much important for now, but they're there. So this is this is a Django application. So let's just try to run this this application. So to run this, Django, just say Python manage .py run server, like this. So we've run our application, and when you see that when we run the application, our Django has created this DB which is called SQLite. So SQLite is just a RDBMS database system that can hold fewer data, not a large amount of data. So if your application contains just few data, you can use this SQLite 3 that is there. So let us just copy this URL. Let me just copy it, and let us run it. So now we can see that our Django application has been installed. It is installed perfectly, and it is good. So this is the application. So now let's go to the code. Okay. So this is it. So Django, it is a good framework that it allows you to create in a one project. You can create so many web applications there. For example, if you have come across Google, when you visit Google on your browser, you can see when you click, let me just look what I'm talking about. Let's say you are in your browser like this, and here if you go to this tab like this one, you can see these are services that are there for Google. So like when you are creating an application in Django, we can have this, like you can code this application code, like this is a application, like the project that you created, the code application. So in that project code application, we can have these apps: account, YouTube, Play Store, news, Gmail, Meet, chat, all these in one application, in a one project. So it allows us to have so many services in one application, which is quite good and perfect. So that was it, what I need to say about Django. So now let us just start to create a basic application. We can call it a basic application for us to see for the introduction of Django. So let me just open another terminal here. Another terminal. So here we're in this application. So now want to create a new application. So we say Python manage, you can just say Python manage.py. Actually, I've run this already. So so Python manage.py startup. So we can say this application is just a basic, you can just say Django basics, Django basics. So this is another application like a service that we want to create. So if you look here, you can see that we have this Django basics and we have these also these files, test py models, views, manage.py, which is correct. So now what we need first to do is to create a urls.py file. So let us create a url.py file. So this file can just say urls.py like this. So in this file, we want to make this folder, this application be accessed by the application, this application or the main project. So we just we just say from Django .urls import path like this. Okay, import path, and also we say URL patterns. So this is where we put our URLs. But for now, because we didn't have created some of the things, let's just hold it right there in this urls.patterns. And first, we go to the settings of this application, the main application that we have, this main application, and we go to the settings, and under installed applications, installed apps here, we want to install this app that we have created, this one, which is called Django Basics. Django, sorry, I'm writing Django Basics, which is the Django Basics. So here we've created, this is, we've installed our application in this, our app Django Basics in the main application of the framework. So now we can go to the views here, the views okay, before we even go to the views of the application that we create, we can go to the view, to the URLs here, so that we make our application that we created to be able to be accessed on our web server. So we can say now path, so path here, and the application, the name of the application that we created is Django basics like this, and put a comma, and want this main application to include Django basics. This is the name of our application that we created, .urls. But if you we have talked about the importing of files in the last episodes we did, and I probably understand that you understand this. So our include here has not been imported, so here we can say include like this. So now application is been installed in our in the main application. So now let's go to this views. So we can just say, now let's just say, so I didn't say this at first. So the Django framework use this architecture, the MVC architecture, which is the model view architecture, whereby we create a model view and the controller, whereby when we are creating our application, we create our model in the files of the model, and we create our controller. Our controller is just a a logic that that communicates between the views and the model. So that way the controller, that's what the controllers does, and the view, it deals with how you see the page, like some HTML template that you render, and anything else. So this is our views. Like this is, and in this uh, application that we have this model. So for our models, and we have these views, and controller, you can create your controller, uh, though we shall do that when you understand the basics of Django. So now I'm going to create this function, this method, def index request, and in this want to return just HTTP response. So just say hello world. Hello world. So this is just so here we have to import this HTTP response from Django, Django dot Django dot HTTP import HTTP response there. So we have HTTP response. My spelling is not correct. It's not correct because you're supposed to see a change of color, Yeah, yes. So now that's it. This is correct. So this is our view. Just I want to say that when this is just our first method. So now we go to our URLs py that we've created earlier on, and now we say now we want to add this view that we have created in these URLs, so that when we'll be able to access this URL in the main function. So we say path. In this path, we just put just an empty string there, and we say views. So we want to import from views dot index. So if you remember when we do importing of files in the previous episode, so we are saying views dot index. We are importing a function, and we say the name of this just want to give it a name index, like this. And we see that here we didn't import it, so we say from dot, which is meaning from this folder, import views. So now this is correct. So if you run this application, our application again, and we go to this we put the URL for the Django basics, we'll be able to see this this view that we created here, which is an HTTP response, which is hello world. So that's it. So let us just try to run. Or let me see this terminal. Is it running? So let me cancel this. and run this manage.py save. So I think we have an error. Error. Let me look for it. I think yeah, let me look for the error. Okay, let me look closely. Yeah, I think this file is correct from the views here. This is correct from the URLs here. This is correct. Let me look at the settings. Okay, in the settings, okay, here I'm supposed to put a comma there. Django basics. So let me run again. I think our server is now up. So if we go to this, if I say and I say Django, Django basics, basics. Why did I just put this username? I think I have to put a simple name. So now we have this hello world, which is our HTTP response. So this is just our first application, which is a Django basics. And let us create another one. Let's just do it for, they just have some fun with Django. So let me just create another method. So this method, I call it def. Let me just say hello Wellington, and just put my name, Wellington, and we put a request here, and want to return an HTTP response. And in this, I will say hello Wellington. Wellington, like this. So this is our this is a method. So we've created this method. We have to edit to our these URLs and put a comment. Don't forget, because this was the error we had last time. I forget to put a comma there. So I can say this is Wellington, and so what is the path? It is found in the views dot function called Wellington, and the name. So the name, for now we will not talk much about the name, but as we do another project, you see the usefulness of Wellington, of the name. Here we said Wellington. So this is it, and let's just try to go to our terminal here, and if we say now Wellington here in this URL, Wellington, you say hello Wellington. So this is it, and probably would like to say maybe to create another method which you just greet someone. If you put your name, it will greet you with your name. If you put your name, you just greet you with your name. So you just say def, say greet, to greet. So request, and the name that you put, and just say return HTTP response, formatted string here. This is important. Is just say hello, the name that we have inputted. So this one, we just say hello name that you put, and we go to this urls.py, and also we add the path here. We can say put in quotes and put these two yeah, you can enlist those Korean we call sign, and we put str to say it will accept a string, and we say the name like this. And where can we find this function, this method in the views dot grid? I put the correct name grid. So I say views dot grid, and can just name it name equal to can just say grid like this. So this is fine and awesome. And let me just check if my grid is very correct. So let's go to the file again, and let me just put the name. This name you can say comp science zim, comp size zim, which is computer science Zimbabwe, like this. Get computer science Zimbabwe. If I decide to put another name, like your name, it is operating well. So we can also do some good stuff here. I can also say dot name, can also say dot capitalize if this is a function in Python for to capture just put the name in a capital letter like this. So we can do this and we also go back to our terminal like this, and we say your name like this. Hello, name. I think we have a problem. Maybe this method is not well capitalized. Is it capitalize? Capitalize. Let me try this. See, maybe it's like this. Okay, capitalized. There is no attribute capitalized. Okay, like enough. We have these errors together. Let me look for this name dot capitalize. Okay, let me see. I think capitalize with a Z is good. So let me see if yes, because this is running. Okay, this is our file. So let me just do like this. Okay, let me just put my name. To say Wellington. So now it is capitalizing this name. Actually, it was correct, but because it was not refreshing the page that we have created earlier, so it was not taking an input because I was not putting an input. That was the problem there. So that's it. So let us just try to do something else. Maybe let us create now if a method that to give us an HTML template. So now we can just say, let me just create, let's just edit this function here that we say that you have a create and request a name. So instead of HTTP response here, we can just say render request and here we put in this name. We say this name is Django. So Django basics slash you can say this name of the file, it's create.html like this. So this is the first thing that we have to do. So here when we create a view in for an HTML, we have to create a folder called templates. So you go to this our the name of our project, which is our application, and sorry, it is so. Let me just do this. If a folder, so in this folder, say templates. So in these templates, we create another folder. We say this is Django basics, like this. So I think this name, because my names are quite confusing, but actually, and to create a file which you can say grit dot html, like this. So this is an HTML page, and you can just say put the HTML tags. HTML, I think I have this. I need to cancel. Just put this. I think these are not necessary. Also, these are not necessary. Let me remove them. Let's remove it, because then for the purpose of this tutorial, they're not much important. And you can say the title. You can just say Django Basics. So here in the board, we want to put an H1, H1, heading 1, H1. So this is our grid template, which is Django. So the reason why I said templates here and I said Django here, because of the reason that we said earlier, that in a one Django project, you can have many applications. So here specifying that this template we have Django Basics, it allows us when we write our code, when we want to render a template that is in Django Basics, it goes straight to this Django Basics. It just makes your code clean. So let us go to this view, and we add another parameter. You say so you put like a dictionary here, and you say name, and that name we put here, say name, the name dot capitalize, like what we did, capitalize, like this. So this is correct. So now what we want to do is to say, to go to our grid.html, and in this heading you can say hello, hello, the name. For you to input the name in HTML, you can just put these two curly braces and just say name, the name of the dictionary that we have put in this views dot name. So this we have to put it here in our grid HTML. So this one. So let us try to render this grid. We've created this this already. Grid method, we've passed it here. So let us go to our file here and just say let's just put Wellington again. Yeah. Okay, Wellington, and just say test. So now it is happening. The reason why when I put Wellington there, because we also have another another file here called Wellington. So it was picking the this path here, Wellington. So that's why we were not having the heading Wellington. So here it is in HTML. If we put another name, maybe if I say comp.zim comp, let me just put one like this. Hello one. We just put you can see this is HTML. Let me put, if we say hello today, you can say hello today. So this is just some basics of Django. We have created this, and this is quite interesting. I think we have see how Django it is, and from this basics now we want to create another application. I think that you would apply all this what we're doing, all this what we're learning, and we create an application. So this application that we want to create is a to-do list. So let us just go to our terminal here, my terminal. Here you can also say again, okay, I didn't highlight here. You can also say this name python.manage.py startup. You can say to-do list. So this is the name of the to-do list. You can also create it again. So if we look here, we have also this to-do list app that has been created. So we do also again the steps that we did before. We go to the settings and want to install this application, and just go here and just say the name of the application is to-do list, like this, and don't forget to put a comma here because this was the error that we encountered last time. And also in this urls.py, though we didn't yet create the URLs in this folder, we can just start to say path. So this is to do list. So this is the name of the application, and we just put a comma. We say include. So include to do list dot URLs. So though we didn't create, we didn't create this to do dot URLs, the URLs in to do, but now our here it's correct and it's perfectly fine. And in this to do, we have to create another file. We can say URLs .py. So from in this file, we can say from Django dot URLs import. I hope now you can catch up with this import. We're going to import the path. So in this part, you can say URL, also URL patterns. So this is where we'll put our URL patterns. So this is it. So now this is fine. And we now go to our views. So this is the view that we want to create. This is we want to create a view. So we say def index request. So this the request, and like this here want to return this do not want to return an HTTP response, want to return a render. So a render request. So it will take the request, and this we say to do list slash index dot HTML, like this. So this will be what will be taken first, index.html, and we go to this URL and we add this path that we've created. So path, you can say here, when you just enter this, so views dot index, and the name, just say name equal to index, like this. And here we have to import this, we say from this folder, indentation here, path, don't know what is happening. So from dot, this path, import views, like this. So now here we've created this path for this view that we've created here, which will render the to-do list. So now what we can do is to create a folder which we say to-do list, and in this folder we create okay, we're supposed to start with, let me just rename this folder. You can say templates. We want to put a template here, and in these templates we put a new folder called to do list, and in this to do we put a file called index.html, like this. So this is good. You can say html. Let me just use this. So let me remove this. We don't care about this. We don't care about these ones. We don't care about this, and we don't care about this, and we don't care about this. So this is our HTML that we want to render. So, but what do we really want to render here? So we want to go to our views here, this view. So what we need to put in this HTML are to-dos. So we have to put codes here, to-dos, and here, so here to-dos. So I have to create this to-dos. So for now we can say to-dos is equal to, let me just put an array of to-dos that we want to do. Just for now we can say create in app, and after that we can, number 2, you can say create a URL file, like you can just say again, you can just say install the app, like this. So this is what should be rendered. So when we go to our HTML template here, you can just say the title is to do list, and here you can put the heading, in each one, you can just say to-dos, and beneath there we can say we have an ordered list. I like ordered list. Though you can put an ordered list, it's okay. It's okay if you want ordered list, an ordered list. So in this ordered list, we want unordered lists. Want some lists there, these lists, and list like this. So now what we're going to do is to in Django have this where you can put you can write your Python code in an HTML template. You can just put this parentheses, and there you can write our code, the Python that we understand. So we can say for to do in what do we say will be rendered here. We can say, we can just go to our views here. We can say this now is the one that we access. So we say for to do in to-dos, what should happen? It should pop up a to-do here, like here, and after this we put end. You can just say end the this for loop and for. So this is it. So now let's go to our page here. Let me see if we are able. Let me just run the save again. Panic save. So our server is working well. So let us go to our here. So now here, instead of Django basics, we have to put to do list, and here we didn't specify the name of the URL, so we have like this. So now you can see this, we have our to-dos, and the to-dos that we have listed, we've created an app, created a URL file, and installed the app. So this is working well, and this is fine. So now we have done this. We can also create again. We can also, like, maybe want to style this page. In a good way. We can style this page. So we have to create again a folder. Here you can say a folder. Can say static. So because these are static things, they do not change. Static, can say static. And also inside this folder, you can create another folder which you can say to do list. So also you can create a file. You can say styles.css, like this. So here we can want to style this. We can say the body, want to style the body. So in the body, want to say the font family should be sans serif, and also the font size. Say the font size, you can just say it's medium. Also the you can say align text align, and just say center, like this. So we've created our styles. So when we want to edit these styles in this file, we have to first say on this, we can just say load static, the folder that we have created, load static. And in the after we say that, we go to the link, style sheet and href, we say we put these parentheses and we say static URL, and we put these, we say to do list slash styles. Say styles, right? Styles dot css. So here these we didn't want to say slash dot this way, because Django is a way to make our URLs fit very well for us. We just do the works behind. So let's just see if our text has changed. If we run again, I think let me just try to run the server. We cancel and run the server again. So let me just let us do like this. Okay. Probably it's the way it's the way. Okay, let us look for again. Okay, let me run again. Let's run again and see what is happening here. Okay, there's nothing that is changing. Okay, let me load static, that is correct. href static. Okay, no URL, no. Okay, I think now it's perfect. CSS like this. Okay, yes. Let us try to run. Okay. Now that's wonderful. Now it's good. 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 So perfect. So now it's okay. You can see that our our CSS is now being read, which is correct. So now we have created this. So now we want to add some to-dos. So let us start now to our views here. We have to create another method. Let's say code def add. Let's just call it add, and you'll accept a request. And here return render request. Here we have to say to-do list slash add dot html, like this. So I think this is good. We can just go right here first to the URLs. We can set first to add this path. We can say path. The name of this path, it's add, and comma from views dot add, and the name goes to add, just like that. And let us create a file here. File, I'm gonna say add dot html, like this. And for that sake, we can just can just copy. Okay, you can just copy all of this. You can just put this in this ad. So instead of putting these, you can just add an H1 here. You can say add to do, and we can give our form just like that, and close our form just like this, and inside the form we want to put an input. The type of this input is equals to text, the text, and also the name equals to do, and also can put the submit button, input type equal to submit. Like this. I think this is perfect. We can go to this to the index, can put in a reference. This is just here they say add to do, and inside this we put an href go to also do the same thing, if you understand that. So now you can just say URL, put this, and put the name that we have put here in this in the path here. This is the name that we'll put now. So we are in index, we can say add, just like this. So let us go to our page and see what is append. If we refresh, reverse for it is not a valid view function pattern. So we have an error here. So let us just see. Okay, we have an error here. So let us look at it. Okay, here. Let me look. Add in these views, add the function is correct. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Let us debug this together. Let's debug this together. Okay, let me close the server. Let me close this. Okay. Server. Okay. 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 Not working well. Okay, yeah, it's not working well. I don't know what happened, but actually the code is very correct. Okay, so that's it. And you can also put this href again to add here. Under this form, you can just put the name of index and just say view to do. So let us just check, see what is happening. So if we click here, it's happening, it's working good. These are working well correctly. So now we have add this, and when we want to add or to do, it is working very well, it's working fine. So now let's go to the code. So that's good. We can add our, so here you can say action equal to what should it do again? It should move to this URL, add, and the method is goes to post like this. So that is it. And let us go to our page here. Okay, this, let's try to submit something. Okay, so now we have an error. They say CSFR verification failed. So CFR, so it's a mechanism that helps us to make our form legit and not to be hacked. It creates a token for in the form for a form. So that is it. It creates a token in the form. So what we have to do now is to just to add this token. So if we do like this and say see this token, CRF token. Okay, let me remove these token. Now we have this token. So if we go again to our tab, so this token is for security. So it gives, let's say you created our an application that is for a bank account. So inputting this token allows us, maybe a hacker might try to create the same form of the same form that you have created, and will try to submit to put to the user, but because of this this token, it will help us to enhance security on our application when we put this token. So let us run this again. So if we say maybe test, now it is working well. Test is working well. So that is it. No, but our form is doing nothing. So if now let us go to our view here. So this is our view, and here want to do the logic. Want to say if request dot method Okay, just write it. Method equals to post. Then what should we do? So now we are writing the logic, and would say they say body, can say body equal to request dot post request dot post, or just request, or just request dot post, some capital letters, post, like this. So when we do, like, we are trying to get something from the body, and after that we say to do is equal to body dot get. So it's a method dot get to do, and after we get the to do, what should we do? We append the to do's to do's dot append like this, and we put a to do like this. So then after that it should return render. Actually it should return http response, http response redirect. Don't know if I'm saying http redirect response. I think so. So let me first import it from http. Okay. So from Django dot http from Django dot http import http response redirect. So this one, http response redirect, yes, it's good. And here we say reverse, want it to reverse to this index. So it will go back to the index. So let me import this reverse function from Django dot URLs import reverse like this. So this is it. So what happens is when we get the response body, it will be like a dictionary. It will be a dictionary. So here, if you understand, when we did the dictionary, we talk about this get method. It will give us the value of the to do. So this will work out. So let us just go to our page here and see what happened, and we add a test, we submit. So with this error, let me just look at what the error is about. Body.post. Okay, so if we look again in this here, we can see what we're posting. So this is the the token that we created, and this is the token, and this is our to do, and this is our ID that we have posted. So let us just correct the error that we are facing. So let us look at it. Let us So here we say request.post, so it should be request.body. Body here, because we are requesting the body of the HTML. So let us again, let me just say test. Surely, what is the error now? Okay, so here we say to do dot get dot get to do our line. Let's look at the error. Bytes object is no attribute get. Okay, this is because of something else. So let us look at it. What is happening? Actually, we don't. There's nothing I've changed. But let us just try to run again. I think this is misbehaving. Yes. Say test. Me run again. Say view. Okay, let me put a test here. Now it's working. Django. Okay, but anyways, that was it. But if we said body here, it was also okay. Okay, let's just let me just run this code. Okay, let me restart the server. Okay, like this. Okay, let me. So if we say test, now we have actually we have an error here. We have an error. Okay, so let me just so if we say request.body, we have to import dict query from okay, anyway, let's just put our post there, was for time's sake. But if you can use also body there, but you have to import dict query. You have to import dict query. So if we say test there, now it's working fine. Test, it's working fine. Our code is working fine. So this is this first way to do it. And here we add our to-dos. But now our to-dos here, we can just remove the one that we have put already, since the one will be created, we'll be adding them. And also in this index.html, we can try to say if it is empty, we can just say that it allows us to do like this. We can say if empty, just have to put a paragraph. Maybe you can just put a paragraph that says no to-dos. Then just say no to-dos. like this. So if we go back to this, to our table here, a tab, if we run, we can say to do's, and if we add, create a file, submit, and we add a button. Just thinking of this, add a button. These are added, so this is correct. But if we if you look again to our HTML templates, you can see that some of these aspects are being repeated like this. We can make our code smarter by adding another one, which we can say layout dot html, like this. So in this layout, we want to just to take what is here, what is here. Let me just copy all of this, copy all and put this in our layout. Control V, and I want to remove these. Okay, this is fair enough, and this we will leave it like this. And we say here we should put a body block, and just say put a block here, body. So it allows us to use the same layout throughout all our pages, since they are similar. So here we can go to our add item, we can remove all these, and here we can just say what we have to just say is to say extends he extends to do list slash layout dot html, and here you can say block. Let me just put this block body, and we put all these all these in the block body. So that is it. List layout, and in our index, you can just do the same. You can remove all of this and all of this again, and we can just do again like this. Extends to-do list slash layout dot html, and after that we say block body, and we did like this. So let us just see what we have did have an effect. So if we go here, and you see our table is still the same, but now our code is just clean. Our code is just clean. So this is also the way to do it, and this we just created a to-do list. But now here, let us go to the view. Also, this was other way of creating doing this to do. with a form that we created. And also in Django is its own forms, Django forms. So we can import them. We can just say from Django import forms, so, like this. So Django have its own form, and okay, its form, and we can create a class. So we can say class to do form, and we inherit from forms dot forms form like this. And here we can create the form. We can say to do equals to char character field and you can decide to put a label which equal to, okay, here supposed to be forms dot, now it's correct. Now label, we can say to do, like this. So here instead of creating a form like what we did there, we can create a form using Django forms. So that's it. So I think I'm seeing an error here. Let me just check and see. Just look at it to try and save again. Okay, here it's supposed to be capital letter. Okay. Okay. So this, so is, well, it is correct. So now here we can decide to say in this this is another way of doing it. We're just saying this is another way. We can just say put a comma here, and we put we say form like this, and here it is a form, take a form. So you can decide to do this. So the form sorry, here is not the form, it's to do, sorry, to do form, to do form class, that class that we created there. Don't know, I think my form name is it's wrong here. So form, okay, so here to do form. So now let us go to this add.html and try to remove this to do, like this, and we just put like this and say this parenthesis say form, like this. So let us just see what is happened to our form. So this is it. So if we add, so now because of Django has its own forms, we have this form that we've created. So let us just try to edit the code that we have created here in the views. So our code in the views here will change. Here will change, except for maybe the return. This return, you can just say so so now we can just say if let's say first we have to say form is equal to request dot body or post. They just say request dot post what do we need? We need the form. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, yes, we want the request dot form, but from this to do form that we have here, actually to do form. So here the to do dot form, we have to take the requests like this. So after that we say if form dot is valid. If it is valid, then what should we do? We say to do equal to form dot cleaned data, and the data will be in this to do. And after that we say to do's dot append, then we put a to do here. So this is another way when we decide to use the form, this form, the Django forms. So that's it. Let's just try to see if it's working. Let's say to do is let's say test. So it is working. Test, you see test 2, it is working. So that's it. So this is another way. So this is we are cleaning the data from a form. If the form is it's correct, and if not, then it should. If our form is not correct, okay, what should we do if our form is not correct? Else, okay, this was supposed to be here, because this wanted, when someone is appended to do, then it should do that. But else, if our form is not valid, then it should just render the form again, request, then we put this to do list slash add dot html, and put these, and the form, say form should be equal to the form. That form, you just give the form that has been requested. So that is it. So actually that's it. And let us just try to say now, if we say we try to add our to-dos, and let me add our to-do, create a page. Let's say create a page. So first to do, and another one is to create a table. Just submit that one. And now if we open a new tab and we copy this URL here, we have the same thing. And if we say we open another new window, Ignito, we copy this URL, we also have the same thing. So now we want to say if a user have this page, you have to be dynamic for every user. So we have to use what are called sessions. So let us edit that one. So here in our request page, you can just have to say that if to do if to do's not in request dot session, then what should we do? You should say request dot session here to do's, and say let me just put to do's equal to an empty array like this. So here we have to remove this. These to do's are not much important, but this now it's now we've created now a variable, which is this one, session dot to do's dot to do's is equals to an empty array. Okay, so if we copy this and put also in this to do's like this, so that's it, like this. And now here we have to just edit here on our on this append. So we can just have to do this request dot session dot to do's is equal to, we can just say plus equal to do like this. So this is we have added session, and I hope this is good. But before we do that, we have to run Python manage.py migrate, because these sessions are stored in a tables, in the tables. So let us just run it. Just say here Python manage dot py migrate. So it's migrating now 12. So let us just Let me cancel the server, run the server again. So let us go to our page here now. So we don't have to do, so let me just say test, submit. It is working well, and we say test here. It is working well. But if you say now, if we open our Nito and try to see this, you can see that the pages are different for each user. So that is it about sessions. So that is about it about Django. And next time when we do Django, we'll create a model and we'll try to put something in, to insert in our database. So that's all. My name is Wellington Niza from Computer Science Zimbabwe. Bye-bye.